Hey there everybody, Fan with Too Much Time here, coming at you again with a new reaction. This one was suggested to me by somebody in my comments section, and the video today is called The Ghost Egg. This is a monkey wrench animation by the channel Zero, so let's check it out. But before we jump straight in, just a quick reminder. The first issue of my free original comic book series, The Red Hunt, is out now to be supported on Kickstarter or viewed at your leisure. If you're interested in horror monsters, westerns, and the hunting of those monsters with some unconventional tactics and weapons, well, check it out. It's for free, linked in the description down below. We recently reached a new tier of funding. That's right, the Legacy Poster stretch goal has finally been reached. Every single person who donated any amount to this Kickstarter will have their name immortalized within the Legacy Poster, which will appear in every single first issue of The Red Hunt from here until forever. The Legacy Poster is some visual art of our main protagonist, Red Rune Adams. But instead of being composed of your standard inks, the whole of his silhouette and the entirety of his form is composed of the names of the people who helped make his story real. Your name, if you're willing to help me out. If you do enjoy the writing that I do, and you wish to support me in some way, consider donating some amount to my Kickstarter. It means the world, and it helps more than you can possibly imagine. Again, links to the comic, the Kickstarter, and the website down below. Now, let's get on with the show. Alright, here we are. Monkey Wrench, The Ghost Egg by Zero, I think is how you pronounce it. I have not watched this, and I have no idea whatsoever what it is, aside from that it's a fan animation of some kind. So, let's watch. Always support the creator. This looks really good already.
Who put you up to this? It was DH, wasn't it? Well, he's too late. I've already sent it to Law HQ. It won't change a thing. I'm not afraid of you. Okay. Actually, maybe I am. Your master is a man of opportunity. How about you both look the other way and Here, have them. Something else, maybe. One of my casinos. Please, please. Surely I can be worth more to you alive.
Oh, evidently not.
Hey, nice work as always, Miss Kara. A shame we didn't catch Chester in time. We're already putting together a plan to retrieve the package, but it'll take a while.
Is she a cat or a rabbit? I'm gonna say a cat, right? Yeah, cat. Because come on, the claws, the eyes. Gotta be a cat.
However, to pass the time, I have something else for you. That bird. He's your next target. You can deal with his bodyguards as you see fit. Have fun.
Where you going, money? You're my money, right? I love you, money. My. Huh? ¿Qué pasa? I'm up. Who is this?
Rise and shine, Strike, my boy. So, did I win the bet? You're tangled in the bed sheets again, right?
No. What is it, Peeps? I need my siesta.
You asked me to wake you up when we got here, remember? Get your lazy ass up to the bridge.
What? Here? Here where?
The J-O-B?
J-O-B. Oh, right. Yeah. Be there in a sec, amigo.
The owner of the Thick Chick Casino and one of the largest lobbyists for the League of Aligned Worlds, billionaire Chester McNevins, was found dead at Capella Station late last evening. Authorities believe it was another hired hit, as it bears striking resemblance to the previous 3 murders of LAW officials. They believe that the mysterious assassin, Kara, is behind them. Want to see the body?
Yeesh, poor bastard. Hey, it lives.
Yo, how expressive is this art here, man? Like, everyone's expression is just so rich and, like, constantly moving and flowing. I kind of love it, like, honestly. It's pretty great. The world is kind of hilarious, too.
Good sleep?
Oh, sleep's good till you wake up, amigo. What are you watching? Anything good?
Just the news, as miserable as ever. Looks like that Kara character struck down another wealthy law supporter.
Probably deserved it, supporting law and all. Oh, and speaking of miserable, when we gonna get AG in here? Running out of this stuff.
We'll get artificial gravity when we can afford it. Have you seen our position on the board? We can't even think about fixing up the bucket yet. Slogging through lesser jobs to get to better paid ones is part of the game. It wasn't just me starting this Merc company. You gotta pull your weight too.
Hey,
I love how he's clearly the jet of the group, of their little mercenary bounty hunting group here, because he's got, like, the metal arm, you know what I'm saying? He's also running shit, like, parenting this. That makes this motherfucker the Spike, which I can see, but it's hilarious because he's slurring and shit.
No. So, what's the plan? You know, for the job?
The client said he'll meet up with us on the planet surface below at these coordinates. Looks pretty remote. Being so far out, my guess is that he doesn't want too much attention. Once we're down there, he said he'll discuss the full terms. At least that's what I can make out.
100K pixels, huh? Not bad. Looks like he just wants a bodyguard or something. All the way out here, though. Sounds super shady to me, amigo. Who writes like this?
We'll find out when we get down there. Not as if we can't handle ourselves if things get rough.
At least the pay is better than our last job you got us. Ain't never removing super ticks off a jumbo space whale ever again for measly 25K. Man, I need my pizza fixed. And soon.
How about once this job's over, and to make up for the last one, we go hit up the nearest Pizza Apocalypse. You can get your favorite.
Pizza.
15 cheese.
Atomic Supreme.
Alright, so our intrepid heroes of Monkey Wrench are about to accept a bodyguarding job for this crazy parrot character, who is also the next hit for Kara, the super deadly assassin who's taking out these wealthy dudes who work for Law. We don't know what Law is yet, but yeah, it looks like they're about to get in the line of fire. Alright, let me take a look here. Service required. Protect me! Contract start date. Now. Contract duration. No say. Client Norbert. Pay is 100,000 pixels. Need help. Must protect. No. Saving me. Saving please. Waiting me at planet 113 of Archie system. Coordinates, and they're as follows. No safe. Save me! Me will give details for job when you get here. There you go. That's okay. That's what we see here. And this guy does not look like he does on the picture. He looked a lot fucking crazier on his picture.
This is the guy. Oh, I swear, if this is some sort of...
Let me handle it. So, you're Norbert? You don't look exactly like your profile.
No profiling me.
It sounds like him. You contacted us about doing a job for you 2 days ago?
No, Norbert, job ghosting.
Is that a yes? Ghost egg?
No.
este loro está loco.
You said you'd provide us with the full job terms when we got down here.
Ghosting? What? Ghosting?
Shh, it's okay. Calm down. No one's gonna ghost egg you.
Can I shoot him, please? Thieves, please don't tell me we came all this way. A trip that took 2 full days of blue space travel, mind you, to some swamp-ass armpit of a solar system to protect a neurotic lunatic who thinks he's being haunted by a phantom freaking head.
Mate, we're already here. We're doing it.
All right, fine. How long we gotta put up with this little freak?
Says he needs us to escort him to Dock 57 on Oberon Station. There he can be free from ghost egg. His words, not mine.
Wait, Oberon? But this is at least 6 days trip from here. You're saying I gotta put up with him and his phantom huevos for 6 days?
His phantom
The money's right. And besides, just look at him. Poor guy could use a break.
Oh, he's dealing with a break, all right.
Bro, you're getting paid,
All right,
bro.
let's go, Eggman. 10K Pixels say this will be boring as all hell. Huh?
What the?
Actually, 100K.
Huh?
There's the bird, lads! Get him for Queen Tyneen!
And we didn't shake on it. I owe you nothing. Here we go.
Wait a sec. Is that... Sanchez, is that you?
Ricky? Oh, what the hell you doing here, man?
Boss Queen Tyneen sent us after the bird guy. He's got quite the bounty on his head. Don't tell me you're after it too.
Nah, man, this is a Merc contract thing. Wait. Bounty? He's got a bounty. Bibbs, he's got a bounty. How much?
I think it was something like 10 million pixels.
10 million
I
pixels.
shouldn't have told you that.
Bibbs, please. It's at least 100 times what we're gonna...
Oh no, not this time. We're not breaking this contract. Sorry to cut the tea party short, fellas. We got a job to do. Tell old Queenie we said hi.
Bro, fuck that bird guy, bro. Did you hear that shit, dude? No. I would take the 10 million pixels. This guy is fucking crazy already. Give me a fucking break. He's already in our fucking custody. Fuck this dude. Fuck this bird, bro. What do we owe birds anyway, bro? Birds are dinosaurs, bro. They're out to get you. Besides, I heard birds ain't even real.
Huh? Ooh, what's this?
Bounty that big? No wonder he wanted an escort.
And you're still not getting that 10K, by the way. And you! How the hell did you get a bounty that damn high? Bibbs, I wanna swap shoulders.
Yo.
Why didn't you hit them?
We don't have any eyes.
Oh yeah. Tyneen ain't gonna like this.
Yo, Ricket, what up? You got the bird, yeah? Bring Mama some of that good news.
An actual
Sorry,
dinosaur.
Mama. No good news. That bird got the Monkey Wrench guys as escorts under some sort of Merc contract thing. From the sound of it, they're taking him to Oberon.
Sanchez? They not after the bounty the Pro Tools gave him? Ha! Get your ass back up here, Ricket. We're heading out.
All right, listen up! All sights on that idiot Sanchez! When his ship escapes the atmosphere, I want everyone ready to board that heap of scrap. We'll kick the crap out of him and take the bird by force!
Look at how much style is in this animation. Like, fuck, dude. Everything is so stylistic and stylized. I mean, this is some really talented animation right here. I can't believe I haven't seen this already. Honestly, it's like fucking mind-boggling. The character designs are extremely vibrant, colorful. There's creativity all over the place. All the movement is so dynamic. The expressions incredibly dynamic. I am kind of blown away by this.
And once we have, we'll force the Potunes to quadruple the payout!
I really want that money for a new battle cruiser.
Spooks! Yes, Mammy Jammy!
Be ready to target Sanchez's ship and fire the grapple the moment they get in range.
Aye, aye, Queenie Weenie! Grapple wapple go zip zoom kaboom!
Okay. Alright, what the fuck?
Target sighted, Captain.
Ready. Aim!
Dude, they're already getting a lock on us.
Don't worry, it's fine. All we gotta do is jump out of here. Like right now.
You did make sure Nobird's comfortable before we hit blue space, right?
Yep, I tucked him in nice and tight. Hang on to your cheeks, amiga! We're out of here!
No, too late, Birdie, go bye-bye!
Deep breath. It's okay, tiny girl. Calm down. It doesn't matter. We know where they're headed. We'll just have to ambush them at Oberon.
Actually, Your Toothiness, if I may interject, if we had just headed to Oberon instead of attacking them just now, then they wouldn't know that we were coming, and we could have had the element of surprise on our side.
Yo, fuck you. Fuck that what was that?
So, how do you think?
So I wonder if like their FTL travels are different, like their systems, because they're in blue space and they called this blue space specifically. But when we saw her enter her own version of like FTL travel, it was all fucking red. Is that red space, and is that fundamentally different in some way?
Think a thing like Norbert got a bounty of 10 million pixels. You know, besides him going all the time.
Beats me. But for that amount, someone wants him dead.
I've been with him for like, what, 30 minutes? And I already want him dead.
What do?
Hey, you give me a heart attack, why don't you? Wait, how'd you get out? Hola!
No! Don't stay! No!
Would you take him back to his room? Gently.
Oh, yeah. Come here, you scratchy little... I gotcha! What now? Hey, if you can't tell, I'm a little busy right here, so call back later. Hey, unless this happens to be that fine senorita from Antares Hall.
Hey, Squidhead, my man, my amigo, it's just so fun to say it. How's it going?
Oh, hey, it's you, Scratch. ¿Qué tal, animal?
So, I hear you're in possession of a certain someone with a rather hefty bounty on their wee-tender head,
I don't know where you heard that.
Dude, he's right there. I can clearly see him. Besides, word's got now. You guys are honoring his contract instead of handing his head over to the appropriate authorities? Who are you?
Yeah, seriously.
That's not the Sanchez I know. You would have jumped on that like a fat kid on a cupcake.
What? I would never. It was Beeb's idea.
And here I thought we were amigos. How could you lie to me like that, man? I'm hurt. I think, oh yeah, there it goes. Oh no, I'm heartbroken. Oh, a shame. After all I've done for you, helped you set up your company, got you a great deal on the bucket. The bucket!
Oh, por amor de Dios. Tug at my heartstrings, why don't you? Oh, what'll make you go away?
Well, a nice gesture a true amigo would do would be to give us the bird. I'm gonna need that bounty money now more than ever to replace the heart for the one that you just broke. And, you know, for all the other things you still owe me, too.
The only thing I owe you is a swift kick up the culo.
Fine. If you want to be that way, I'll just have Scritch here blow you guys to smithereens, and I'll take the bird that way. Your call, amigo.
He's got a lock on us.
Oh, fine. Whatever will make you leave me the hell alone. I need your coordinates if you want me to send them over.
Oh, goody. We just had your 7 o'clock high.
Amigo.
What?
Amigo that, pendejo!
So, now that's over, you want to take Nobert back to his quarters? If Tiny and Scratch know about his bounty, then we sure as hell got a lot more trouble coming.
Hey, I welcome anything that could liven up this 6-day-long babysit, amigo. Come here, you stupid...
No!
This is gonna be a fun couple of days. Time to buckle up.
They don't have a bathroom on the ship? I see what you guys are hitting at. Nasty. God, yo. I'd have already murdered this fucking bird by now, bro. Holy shit, dude. I can't handle that crap. I would have already...
Oh, finally we're here. I can't wait to be rid of this guy. I never want to hear him ever again.
The bucket will be a lot more quiet without him. I think I might even miss him.
Oh,
After this, it's onward to
Thieves,
pizza
what is
apocalypse.
wrong with you?
And my 15 cheese atomic supreme, baby.
I don't know how you can eat that thing and survive, man.
Oh, damn it! Babes, is it just me or are we being followed?
I'm sure it's just you. Come on, Nobert's gate is just down here.
So, how much you want to bet Tyneen or Scratch drop in at the last second?
Why would you want to win that? Okay, Mr. Nobert, here you are. We escorted you to Dock 57 on Oberon, as contract states. Just sign here, and our business is done. You'll be free from ghost eggs.
Oh, look at you, all professional like, huh? It's pizza time, baby!
Signing me!
Oh, come on. You can't just let him finish the contract. Ha ha ha. Well, you guys had no plan for this?
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you guys here. Well, did you come to see him off, too? Oh, I hope you brought some tissues. It's gonna be a very touching farewell.
Got it, Sanchez! Hand over the bird, and you won't be hurt too badly.
Yeah, forfeit the foul!
Hey, the queen got here first, Furbag. We have dibs.
What do you mean, dibs? The bird's bounty rightfully belongs to me! Mine, bonehead!
Aw, look at the fat little kitty now. He's trying to play pie with.
You're asking for it now, you dumb boner!
Look, it's the ghost egg!
Ghost egg?
Ghost what?
Why did that work?
Can't believe we fell for that. After him,
Silence, please!
Oh no.
God, this is so cool.
Come to it! Oh,
Oh! I got him, guys! I got him!
Huh? Oh, what's that?
Oh, goodness!
Huh? Hey, no blinds. That's cheating.
No way! Is that Kara?
Kara, wait. Isn't she that elite assassin chick that's been... Wait, assassin? Oh, no, you don't. That bird is mine. Got these. Hold on. Look, it's been a long 6 days. I've had next to no peace and quiet thanks to him and his constant nose. Guys like you coming in and busting my ass. And as much as I'd like to off a little weirdo myself, I have a contract to uphold. And I really, really want some pizza. So please, make this easy for me. And step away from him. Now!
Oh! Ghost egg!
Ghost egg.
What the fuck?
Queen Potu?
No, mommy. No run away, son. No run away from responsibilities. No, hate it. Come home. Empire needs you. No. Please. No. Please. No. Please. No.
Yes, Mother. Well, there goes my new battle cruiser. Miss Kara, wait!
Yeah.
Sign my back!
If that don't beat all.
After all that, we didn't get paid.
What? Oh.
This is why? This is why you need the Imperium of Man. Because none of these should exist. Especially that last empire. The bird people. No. 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 Let's see.
This the thing that people have been killed over. Don't look that special to me.
Whoa. What if it's cursed? Maybe we're next.
Yeah, whatever it is, I ain't risking my life for it.
But Commander Tazori said to...
Nuts to her. Let's just pawn it off to someone else. Our shift's almost over anyways.
If you say so.
Let's go hit up Jake Base.
Spooky box! Okay. Very interesting. Alright, so that was Monkey Wrench, which I have to say was like really fucking impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick, critique, pros and cons as to what I thought was done really well and what could use a little bit of work, but overall I'll say this at the onset. It's far more impressive than anything I can produce, and it was just a joy to watch. It was a lot of fun. I really like the style. I'll get into it right now. So, pros for what I just saw in the first episode. The art is dripping with style. The movements are fluid. The action feels good. The aesthetics, like the features behind Blast, like especially when the dinosaur chick, when she fucking shot that fucking Godzilla cannon blast, that was awesome. I loved that. That was just done really well. And it was like just something that I noticed out of an ocean of just really high quality in general. So, I just really enjoyed that one in particular, but honestly, everything felt really good, from the way the ships were moving and shooting at each other, from the way that they even go into like blue space with like the little folds opening up, and like I liked a lot of everything, like the kinetic action and movement, from the expressions to the actual fight scenes to even just loitering actions, is either really engaging or just hilarious. Most of the humor is found in that animation and the way it is, and I liked it a lot. It was really good. The character models, the actual designs of the characters, I like them a lot. They're really cool. They drip with style, every single one of them. In general, I have like nothing but praise to say for the animation that I saw. It was just fucking top of the line, gorgeous animation. Where a little bit of work could have been used. So the episode struck me as a little bit sloppy, just a little bit, and a large part of that goes into that our main character Shrike, it's not so much that he has the accent, it's just that the accent's a bit heavy and he slurs a little bit. And it makes it hard, especially for a standard English-speaking audience. And I'm a Spanish speaker, and disclosure, I was raised huge parts of my childhood in Colombia, so Spanish is really easy for me to understand. but I know that a lot of people have trouble keeping up with his dialogue in the beginning. And that, I'll get into why that doubles up as a bad thing in the next point, but like just on its face, that's not super good unless you're trying to play some humor or some factor off of the fact that he's hard to understand. And I'll say this, the voice actor gets kind of more accustomed to it, and he becomes clearer as the episode goes along. Or maybe it's just that I got used to it, but I really do feel that he actually was slurring a bit more, a little bit harder to understand at the start, and then got much, much clearer and better as it went on. But that start bit, you know, at the start is where it's most important, debatably, just because that's where your hook is, like determines whether or not people are going to stick in, which I think they will stick in regardless. Again, everything else in the animation is just fantastic. Oh, one moment, very sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So again, the animation and the things in general that are being done right by it are so good that I don't really expect that people won't follow through. But it will be hard for them to keep track of the things that Shrike are saying, at least for a few demographics that might be pretty large. And so that actually, but again, that you can play off of that, and that wouldn't actually be so bad. But there's another issue that comes in, and again, I'll talk about that in the next point. But Shrike's not the only one. Our Protect E, the guy who hires them, the bird, although kind of hilarious in the way that he talks, it is also kind of jarring, and it lends to this feeling of, I'm not sure I understand what anyone's saying or what is happening. Beebs comes in clutch to keep things cohesive, and he allows you, as the audience, to keep track of the things that are happening by and large. However, Beebs can only do so much, and there are points at which there are going to be some people who are grasping to understand what was just said, and when you throw into that they're also using sort of immediate res terminology, where I like it, but when you mix it into these particular ingredients, it exacerbates the single weakness inherent in immediate res like dialogue, where they're simply referring to blue space. Like the first time we hear about blue space is when Shrike talks about how it took them 2 days of blue space travel to get to this armpit planet, and you don't know what blue space is, and since Shrike has also kind of been slurring, has been a little hard to understand, you're not 100% sure that he said blue space as the scene goes forward, because you don't have a reference for what blue space is, so those things exacerbate each other, and it's just these like innocuous individual factors that by themselves wouldn't actually mean very much, but they begin to build up on each other. So Shrike, the Protect E sort of being incomprehensible, and the use of immediate res dialogue, it begins to chirp up a little bit of the audience, I believe. Potentially, and I could be off, you know, just my flawed self giving my flawed opinion, and overall, again, it's much better than it is flawed, in my opinion at least. So, in any case, that's sort of an issue, but then there's sort of a deeper issue that gets exacerbated by this, and it's that the dialogue, it has strong points, but it's also sometimes very flat and lacking in subtext, where things are simply being stated outright that feel like they're a bit contrived, like just for the audience to know, which isn't so bad in like a pure children's show, but even children don't necessarily really need it. Children can grab subtext pretty well, because that's actually one of the things that they're doing as they grow. They have like minds that are geared towards catching subtext and incorporating it into their language structure. So my point is just that sometimes what they say is super direct. It's like not subtle, and sometimes it feels to the point where it might not even be in character. Like Shrike having to be reminded that they're on a job, going to get a job, even while canonically he's motivated by his desire to earn money to eat pizza, you know. So that shouldn't have left his characterization. Like, that should still be a big factor, and therefore he shouldn't need to be reminded so much that that's what they're doing right now, and that's the sort of, you know, little things like that. And on top of that, the dialogue, is sometimes lacking subtext and being a little bit flat sometimes, it also involves a lot of exposition, where things are just being told to the audience, which is an interesting combination because some things are mixed in medias res, like the reference to Blue Space, which I like a lot, and some things are just flat out explained. It's sort of a mix of exposition and medias res, but the problem is that the exposition is a little bit heavy in the start, which wouldn't itself be a huge problem. That's where heavy exposition is most forgivable. But when you mix that heavy exposition in with Shrike kind of being incomprehensible and the medias res terminology making us a little shaky on whether we heard something right or not, and an additional character, the Protect E, also being a little hard to understand and to follow, when you mix all of those things together, you get a little... That's when it becomes imbalanced, and that's what I've been building up towards with that. That's the criticism there. That you kind of... all these individual factors that aren't necessarily super related to each other do all factor in a single direction to make this sort of thing get exacerbated, and it makes it a little hard to follow. Or it might make it a little hard to follow. And again, emphasis on little hard to follow, but there you go. The spoken humor could use a little bit of work. Some things are hilarious. Like, there were some lines that just had me fucking dying. Like when he screams, you boner! That was fucking hilarious. He's calling the skeleton a boner, and it was a nice, clever, snappy, crude line for the cute kitty to yell as he pulls out a giant space laser. I love a lot of what I saw. It was a lot of fun. Like, this whole thing was a lot of fun. But there were some jokes that kind of fell a little flat. Some things that didn't quite hit for me. Like, for example, at a certain point, the crew are cornered by the various enemies they've lured all to one spot, and they're caught in these locks, and the enemies begin to start to, kind of fight and fuck with each other over debating who gets to take the bird bounty. And at that point in time, they, Shrike and Beebs determine that now is the time to do a distraction, which is good. Okay, I'm following you. But then what they yell out is, "Look out for the ghost egg!" And it works. And that, I guess, was supposed to be kind of funny, and it did effectively get them out of the situation. The problem is that it makes no fucking sense, and it's not actually that funny, because none of the people here have actually been in possession of the bird and have not heard him shrieking about the ghost egg. So for them, it's like gobbledygook. It shouldn't make any sense to them, and they shouldn't really allow themselves to be distracted by it. And that moment sort of fell totally flat for me. It was a little funny, ironically, in how kind of flat the moment fell, because canonically it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because again, they hadn't even heard the terminology of the ghost egg even once yet, like the other bounty hunters hadn't. So that's an example of something that didn't quite work for me. On top of that, the bird guy, I forget what his name is, but the guy who's got the bounty on his head, him and his whole species are just a little bit much. It's just a little bit. Like if he had made one repetition less, been just a little less annoying, then it wouldn't have hit off the mark. But for me, he was just an inch or two over the line of what was just consistently funny versus what was consistently making my head hurt a little bit. And it was just, I feel like it was just a little what does Robert Downey Jr. in blackface say in Tropic Thunder? Don't go full retard. I feel like the bird went full retard, and it made it just a little less than it could have been, if it was a little more reserved. So that's another example of that. And lastly, last big critique is that the episode left me feeling a little unsatisfied at the end narratively, because our heroes did the right thing. They stuck to the contract, even if they were a little sore about it, or rather, Shrike was a little sore about it. And at the end, even Shrike was downright fucking ready to fight a deadly, renowned assassin who had just basically owned them all, for the contract. And it's admirable, but they don't get rewarded for it. They don't get anything for it. And the guy was legitimately annoying. He was a legitimate trial. They got beat up. They used up ammo. They, flew for 7 days in blue space. Used up whatever supplies they had. Poor Shrike hasn't gotten to eat his pizza yet. And it's like you kind of want, like, I'll say this: you don't have to like make it so that like the guy somehow paid them, but like if like as they were leaving from the destruction they had done, like one of the trucks they blew up or something that they shot in the space station that was like in the crossfire, just like cranks open and a one of those pizzas that was out for deliveries just falls into Shrike's hands. So like, yeah, you didn't get paid. You don't get your 10,000 or 100,000 or whatever it was. Instead, you get the consolation of fate having put this little pizza into your hands. So you get something, maybe even just one slice. Like, you don't need much, honestly. You don't need much, but to sort of curve out the narrative, you kind of, like, in my opinion, you kind of want something there at the end, to make that and to keep that, and we didn't get that, if that makes any sense. So, so for me, that took off just a few points because it left me feeling like the heroes were punished for acting morally, even when they sacrificed fairly well for it, even if it wasn't taken super seriously. It did leave me feeling left me feeling a little hanging. I was looking forward to Shrike getting something for having put up with all this, even if it was something that he wouldn't fully appreciate. But in any case, that's really all the criticisms that I have towards this. Overall, fucking fantastic. Tons and tons and tons of fun. Please recommend in the comments section any more animations you guys may have for me to cover. I love watching stuff like this, so I love it. You make a list for me, I'll go down that list, and I'll produce more content for you guys and react to it and give you my thoughts on what it is that I've seen. So, before I go, just a quick reminder. The Red Hunt is published, it's live, it's free, and it's in the Kickstarter down below. Please check it out if you'd like to help me out on my journey to become a professional writer. So, in any case, until next time, I'll see you in the next video.